What's up? How's it going? Hopefully, everybody has had a tremendously good Tuesday. It's hard to believe it's Tuesday. Mainly just because literally most of the day I thought it was Wednesday until a few hours ago, and I realized it was only Tuesday. But I'm hoping everybody has a great night. Tonight, I'm gonna be doing quite a bit of things. First thing is gonna be the Eden raid. Go ahead and get that out of the way. I might do the Alliance raid first, then Eden. Yeah, I think that's how. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna do it. First, I'm gonna do Alliance raid and the Roulette. Then I'm gonna do the Eden raid for the week. It's reset day. And then, then some Titania and Innocence stuff. I was gonna try to get into a little bit more prog on Savage today, but, I was talking about it yesterday. Yesterday was, like, really, really hot. The high yesterday, I think, was, like, 95 degrees Fahrenheit outside. Today, it was 99 degrees Fahrenheit. And, inside of the company where I work, it got up to well over 105 degrees. So I'm, like, brutally tired. So, no Savage prog tonight. I'm gonna get back to it. I will. Hands down gonna get back to it, but when I feel like this, my brain's only gonna be able to, like, take so much tonight. And, pretty much, there's Zombie. She changed her hair color. You changed your hair color. It's the same color as mine. Or very close to it. But, yeah. What was the humidity? Oh, it was pretty high. The highest it got today was like 74, I think. Something like that. I don't know. It was pretty bad. Luckily, it rained. Zombie, hello. Over on YouTube. How are you tonight? Hopefully, you've had a great day. Looked like y'all had some spicy stuff going down in the chat when I first logged in. Well, a raid, maybe. I don't really know, to be honest with you. I just, like, I saw you guys reading, and... Well, I was reading what you guys were saying. That's it. I didn't see you reading. Meanwhile, while you're in the library, I'm in the back corner peering over some books. Watching you read. Okay, so... It's red. Yeah, it's different. I noticed it at first when you walked into the room right when I started the stream. And I didn't see your name at first, and I just saw a little wall that fell hot by with red hair, and I was thinking to myself, I wonder who that could be. It's all good, Chaz. I feel you. You're okay? Sounds good, Zombie. So, have you already done your Alliance raid today? Orborn, it was a nightmare. Whew. I feel you. We've all been there. I could probably get my headgear today as well for my character. Maybe. Maybe. He's not doing too bad right now. That solid 450. But gotta change that head. It would get it up to at least like maybe 151. Cause I got, or 451. Sorry, I'm gonna end up saying some horrible things. Not anything offensive, but horrible as in, I'm gonna sound like an idiot probably a couple times tonight, so just be prepared for that. Again, I'm very tired. But, it's not like that tired I can't be here, it's like that tired, my brain is temporarily broken because it was basically cooked sous vide at work all day long. Zombie, you don't have to change it back. I mean, if it's what everybody prefers, you can leave it how it is. Like, the only reason it was the one that it was is mainly because it's just kind of the one we decided upon at the time. But I don't think anybody had any complaints about the Choco house. I know it was like the original Free Company house design that we used for a very long time. And then the only reason it changed was the random... we won't talk about it, but yeah. So, I mean, if you want to leave it, it's cool. I'm not upset. Actually, right before I started the stream, and even before I came into the Free Company house, I was kind of playing around, making sure all of our jump puzzles were still work, and I actually added some. You know me, I'm a sucker for a jump puzzle. The first thing I actually did was reenact your picture without taking a picture that you posted on Discord earlier. Just that first step. I wonder where we'll go. The game's sitting there rolling the dice right now. Just I hope that's what it's doing anyway. Thought it would change the walls. It's okay, like I said. It does stand out more, I can say that much. It's one of those that's like, here I am! Which isn't a bad thing. Good deal. Where are you sending us, game? Ah. I should stop guessing at this time. Oh, no bueno. Ugh. Welcome back, Chaz. Ah! You're playing Metro Exodus. How is it, Chaz? I've actually never played it. Don't really know a whole lot about the game either, to be honest with you. Okay, we're in C. Oh, we're doing this. Ifrit's going in hard, and I can't turn back now. Sorry, zombie. Okay, you made it. Good deal. We may have been last, but that wasn't so bad. We made it. Just started it. Still in the intro. Does it have a good intro at least? Sometimes that's a cool thing about a game. Like, Final Fantasy VIII has my favorite intro to any video game of all time ever. It was the best introduction into the game. The fight between Squall and Cypher. That's all as far as I'm gonna say. If you've never seen it, just look up the beginning introduction trailer to Final Fantasy VIII, or better yet, buy Final Fantasy VIII when the remaster comes out later this year. Probably, most likely gonna be worth it. If you're a Final Fantasy fan. Alright, so far so good. I shouldn't have said anything. That healer just ran through lava. A lot of people ran through lava. That healer's still standing in lava. You know, I actually thought about playing some Fallout 76 tonight. I'm not really going to. I thought about it. I really wanted to tonight, but kind of talked myself out of it last minute, just being so tired. That was what I was just intentionally gonna do, like some maybe remaining time after the few farming things, but I just decided to play all of Final Fantasy XIV. But within saying that, I was gonna say one day this week, maybe 2 days this week, I actually do want to play some Fallout 76, get a little bit of that going again. It's been a while. Plus, I really want to try to get like to a pretty adequate level right before all these next things that are coming up in the game. Like later on, we're getting the raid for Vault 94. Lots of cool stuff, actually. New map to Nuclear Winter. I just want to be like up to par. Just a storytelling intro. Not very cinematic, really. That's odd. I think I might have died right before this happened. Nope. Quite alive. Good deal. Oh, shit. I'm down on B. I didn't see it until a second ago. That was actually very quick. Graphics are on point, though. I'm so hit and miss with graphics these days. Like, don't get me wrong, I love seeing some fantastic graphics in a video game. It's an amazing thing to be able to see. But I hate sometimes when I feel like video games worried more about how it looked rather than, like, how it looked rather than the story. I don't know. I'm a big story guy. That's just me. It's the biggest thing that'll, like, get me glued to a game. A great story. And Zombie, do you actually want to run through the Eden raid as well? That's what I'm gonna be popping into next. Zombie, hello over on Twitch. Is this change to the Black Mage? Yes. You like the graphics, but don't get me wrong. Give me a 2D game that lasts very, very long with a great story. You'll take that any day. Or, yeah, I'm in the same boat. How am I feeling? Didn't hear the question, but that's a yes. Was just asking if you wanted to go into the Eden raid. Okay, it looks like it's going to take us a little bit before this gets started, so I am going to take a very quick trip to the Gold Saucer. I miss it every time. I hear the ending of it, I'm like, ah! Look over, and it's already done. Finished! That actually is a good question, Chaz. How is the arm? Hopefully that's doing a lot better. Grind some sensu bean just in case. Don't you wish that was a legit thing? Like sensu beans? Like, you just went through a rough time, just in a car accident, literally any worst case scenario ever, and you could just eat a bean, and everything is better. Your hand's a lot better? That's awesome. Where have you been? No jackpot. And an iffy card run. Ugh. 72. Ugh. Had my hopes up way too much. 54. Crappy knot for MGP. Pure shit. No, again, not a jackpot. But it was a 3,600, which is like second place, so to speak, which is always nice to have. Tuesday. Yeah, there's nothing else I can do here. Although, I do want to see something. I'm thinking about it now. I don't know why. the Gold Saucer music reminded me of it, but it did. I do that every time I come here. I run to the wrong spot. I need to always go up here, but always run over there. It's so weird. Not quite enough, but almost. I could probably get it to not, and if not tonight, then tomorrow. Cool. I'm just looking. That 470. How do you get the deep shadow? Is that like from the... Okay. Cool. Setting that grind up. The Mama Shiba. You know, this is a minion that I've got that I really don't ever rock. It's gonna be hard for anything to replace the Serpent. My bad, I gotta rephrase. The Great Serpent of Ronka. Yeah, I don't have any other reason to be here anymore. It actually is kind of insane how a lot of this is just like dot out completely already. Although the 450 drops do get replaced rather quick when it comes to the 460 gear. You only need 2 more tokens and you're done. Just need to do weekly E4. That's cool. Oh man, I'm getting there. Most of everything actually is already like 350 or above, thankfully. But I really need to start working for that 460 gear, and then the 470 gear. Such a grind. I actually need to go back and like re-evaluate some things. Just for a second, I mean, I should have never left, but now my brain's just thinking about it. We need more of the bromies. That would speed things up a lot. Maybe anyway. You never know. DPS Q-toms are always savage. Yep. Damn, it's actually a lot better. Surprising. I mean, it shouldn't be, but it is. Seven of these bad boys. How many do I have? 4. Man, it's gonna take a while. Ugh. A lot of grinding. I can do it, I guess. Makes you think of Harry Potter. The Dancer in the Goblet of Fire. Man, that is a fun journey to go down. Honestly, if you haven't done it since you've been older, I recommend going back and starting Harry Potter from the, what was the first one? The Sorcerer's Stone, and going all the way through the series. I know a lot of people don't like the Fantastic Beasts series, but I've been loving it. But definitely, I'm glad you actually said that. I might start Harry Potter sometime soon. I almost said Harry Potter, but my brain almost caught me. I still almost said it though. Oh man, we might be here forever. Rez, what's up? How's it going? How are you tonight, Rez? It's amazing how much you missed the first time reading it, especially if you know the whole story. Yeah, I feel ya. It's kind of like Lord of the Rings, though. Like, if you watch Lord of the Rings, like, you can watch the original films, which are really good. But then you can watch the collector's edition films, and it's like, oh, My god. Okay, it looks like it's gonna take us just a little bit. Before we get started, I'm gonna go ahead and take care of a quick restroom break. I'll be right back. I'm doing good, Riz. Definitely really tired. I've had quite the day, but I'm doing good. I'm hoping we have some good luck going through all this stuff. Whew. The Star Wars series. I just recently went through the Star Wars series again. It was so much fun. Legit, I loved it. But I do every time. I do it like once a year. I do it with Indiana Jones as well. Every year, Indiana Jones. But oddly enough, it's a weird thing, but I do it every Thanksgiving. Every Thanksgiving, I'll blast through all the Indiana Jones. It's like a weird family tradition. I don't know if you've ever noticed. But, like, if you have, like, cable television, you know, you'll notice, I guess, if you watch, like, certain channels, like, Spock TV used to always, every Thanksgiving, I don't know if they still do, I don't really have cable television, I just, like, stream things, it's just, like, more of my style, it's a lot easier, and honestly, I find a lot more things that I enjoy, rather than having to settle for just kind of what's on the air at the moment, But Spock TV used to, every single year at Thanksgiving, run an Indiana Jones marathon. All day long. Like, literally, it was an all-day-long event. Like, as soon as they played the last Indiana Jones, they'd roll over into the next Indiana Jones. And, oh man, I loved it. Every single year, me and my brother, my cousins, my grandpa would just, like, sit around, eat Christmas food, and watch Indiana, or not Christmas, but Thanksgiving food, and watch Indiana Jones. Sorry. Again, I've told you all, I'm very tired. I'm gonna say some weird things I'm gonna have to catch myself on throughout the night. I'm brain broken. But yeah, love me some Indiana Jones. Always love a good binger there as well. Do they have a Hogwarts thing in the UK? Like, I'm not really sure. But even here in the US, there's like a little Harry Potter thing you can go to. Rez, what up on Twitch? Take you on the next. That's cool if you want to go with us, Chess. You love Christmas, Tom, not for religious reasons, but the energy of the season. I'm actually really into it as well. It sometimes, I don't know, some people don't like Christmas because they can't do certain things for other people and they have like a weird regret over it. So, but for the most part, I feel you though. I love that Christmas cheer. That's throughout all December. You go into stores, it's like happy music. Everything smells like cinnamon for some reason. Yeah, I actually love December as well. The only thing I don't like about it is like, I don't like being cold. I don't like being like in inclement weather. I just love to be comfy. And anything too hot or too cold just makes me feel so uneasy. That's the only thing I think I don't really like about December. Oh, fuck, I'm dead. Ah! It was the battle cry that got me here. Not sprint. It was the battle cry. You'll love Christmas, zombie. I do in a lot of ways as well. Good deal. Sweet. That sounds cool, Chess. Little screensaver. Do you love the cold? I do not. You used to like the cold, but you find it annoying and overwhelming. Oh, inconvenient, actually. I don't know how the hell I saw overwhelming now that you're older. That's cool, yeah. Actually, in my area, the snow that we get, we don't get pretty scenery. It's actually horrific when it snows in my area. Because we don't get that powdery snow, we get that ice snow. And, my god. Talk about, like you were saying earlier, like, inconvenient. So badly. I can just leave, actually. Yeah, like, there's nothing I need out of this stuff. Unfortunately. I needed the helm, actually, but somebody else got it. But yeah, in my area, when it actually snows, it's just like pure ice snow. Not like you can't even build a snowman with this stuff. If you can't, like if you can manage to do it, by the time you're done, your fingers are so frozen. And like when you get in snowball fights around here, it's a real fight. It's not like that puff hits you on the face, laugh about it. When somebody hits you with a snowball around here, they throw that thing and they just hit you in the head with a block of ice. Totally different. Because that thing doesn't break and fall apart and like shatter to like a bunch of snowflakes. It hits you and it hits you hard. You might even have a black eye if they hit you in the face at the right spot. Or the wrong spot, so to speak. You have all the holidays in fall and winter? Yeah, I do as well. Halloween, or Halloween, if you prefer. Nice. Thanksgiving, always fun. Food City. Thanksgiving, Halloween, yeah. I haven't really done anything for Halloween, or, again, Halloween for all of you who say they're rather. Your birthday and also New Year's. Nice. I haven't done anything for Halloween in years. Although, like, I feel like there's a cap on the age, you know? Like, you don't want to see, like, some guy who's, like, 35 coming to your door, ringing your doorbell, trick or treat. You know? I don't know. That one. Especially if he goes to the trick or treat, smell my feet, give me something good to eat. I would be creeped out. I'd probably just close the door or give him all the candy and turn off my porch light. You don't do anything either, but you like the atmosphere and decorations. I'm the same way. I actually watch quite a few. I like to watch a lot of, like, during October, I'll watch a lot of horror films. I'm really excited about, like, for anybody that also actually has HBO accounts out there, or loves a good HBO TV show, or is also a DC Comics fan. This October, HBO is actually going to be having Watchmen come on there, and it's their own little story rendition. I don't know what, as far as the aspect goes, but it looks like it's not going to be like the film where they're like previous heroes. It looks more so like their hero days are still in action, which makes me even more excited. Watchmen, to me, is already looking amazing. You really like Easter? I'm hit and miss. It's like, in my area, it's a very religious event, rather than just the environment of Easter itself, and, I'm not really a huge religious guy. Like, I'm really, bluntly put, I'm agnostic. I'm very open-minded, but it's like, Easter around here is not the time to be an open-minded person, you know, in the area that I live, unfortunately. But I feel you, it's a pretty cool holiday, if celebrated correctly, I suppose. You gonna make your niece help scare kids after the candy grind? Your brother creates a haunted house. That's pretty cool. Scaring kids is fun. Yeah, you know, I've been a part of a few haunted house things, here and there over the years. It's been a while, but yeah, I feel you. Especially if you can get it right. The jump scares are the best ones. Being in that one spot you know they're never gonna look, like maybe under a flight of stairs or like in a random bush, or even in a house. The best thing to do is like have an open door and be behind said open door, and when people walk through a room, slam it shut. Woo! You'll see some jumps real quick. Oh man. But yeah, I myself, I don't really do a whole lot of things. It's just like me and Choco here, so. And my niece and nephew, they go trick-or-treating. Niece and nephews, actually. You've got 2 nephews. And they get that kind of thing going on as well. But my brother and his wife actually take them out and go through that whole thing. Signifies the end of winter. Yeah, the beginning of spring. I feel you there. The springtime vibe. Mainly watch horror movies / TV shows during Halloween. Yeah, the same here. It's kind of like my thing as well. That's like my biggest thing. Just like getting down on some good old monster flicks. Maybe a good old spook fest going on. You watch The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina last year and drink an entire bottle of Moscato. That sounds like fun. Oh man. A new hello haunted houses, horror movies, candy, what's not to love? It's true, I agree as well. Honestly, that's the coolest thing about living in Georgia. Like the haunted aspect goes so much farther than actually just haunted houses. Like we have like haunted like corn mazes, which I'm guessing they're all over. I would love to think that they are. I would hate to think that they were exclusively in Georgia. If so, hey, find Georgia. But a good haunted cornfield maze. That shit gets crazy. There's a lot of hiding spots, especially if you go at night. Honestly, like 5 towns over, there's this family that actually every single year around here does a haunted barn. And they change it up every year, and it was like basically they took a lot of inspiration from the Rob Zombie films, pretty much all of them, but mainly House of a Thousand Corpses, mixed in with their own rendition. Like the last time that I actually went through, they had the dude that was dressed up like Jeepers Creepers walking around, but it was spooky, to say the least. Like, I don't know. But a haunted cornfield maze is just intense. They can get super scary. You have a haunted cornfield too? That's cool. So, of course, you have cornfield mazes. Yeah, I feel ya. Yeah, that guy zombie. You know who I'm talking about. But yeah, the haunted barn thing is insane. The last year that I had went, their final, like, they went through, like, levels of fear. That's what I meant about, like, House of a Thousand Corpses. Like, when you go in, you go up this elevator with this crew. Which, again, this is just a family with, like, an elevator in their barn for some reason. But you start off, and there's, like, this coffin. They're telling you about, like, how everything's that happened on this estate. And then the person inside the coffin is your real actual tour guide. And they tell you that. It's not like a scare factor. Like, if you maybe have went to, like, Ripley's Haunted Mansion out there, there's, like... Actually, I'm gonna stop there. I'm not gonna spoil that for you. If you can go to a Ripley's Haunted Mansion, do it. That beginning is a little different. Yeah, at this haunted barn, you go up this elevator, and they're telling you about this dude in the coffin, how he's gonna give you a tour and tell you what's going on. This guy's apparently supposedly been dead for so many years, but, like, they brought him back to life because, like, he was, like, the head of the family or some crazy weird shit. And then the woman that's telling you all this just vanishes. Like, she's just got this spot where she just fucking, you never see her again. And this dude gets out of the coffin, introduces himself, and then you go into the next room where you see a family of clowns, which it changes every year. So this was the year that I went. I don't know what it'll be like this year, but this was like 3 years ago when I went. So this is what had happened. You go into the first room after the coffin, after the elevator, and you see these clowns. It's like a family of clowns who get uncontrollably close to you without touching you, though. It is the worst feeling ever. Like, they get, like, boom, that close. Yeah, like, in your face close. And they're just, like, maniacally laughing without saying anything. And they're just, like, that close. And you're just like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? And you're just, like, trying to avoid them, and they get even closer. They don't touch you, though. It's like that weird, eerie, like, where you're just like, stop! But then you, like, after you go to the room of clowns, you go into this room, and it's actually, like, this dead girl just sitting there. And see, once you go into, there's, like, a narrative for every room that you go into. And then weird shit just kind of happens. Like, this dead girl, for some reason committed suicide or something like that because, like, she kept hearing these strange sounds. And then as you go through this room, they just have the most horrific, like, nails on a chalkboard sound. Like, you just want to get out of there because it just makes you feel super uncomfortable. Then the next room you go into is a family of, like, cannibals, and you see them, like, eating things, and they're, like, getting super close to you as well, still eating said things that are supposed to be human. And, I mean, you just keep going through these levels of fear, basically, and then you get to the bottom. And the bottom is a lots out maze. You and your group have no flashlight, no lot. You have to rely with your hand on the wall, literally going around in solid darkness. And when you get to the end, there's a guy dressed up like the dude from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre with the fucking chainsaw. There's no actual chain on the saw. It's like just a saw blade. Wouldn't cut you if it did hit you. Might hurt still, I don't know, but it's not gonna kill you nonetheless. But he's just like cranking that thing full speed, and let me tell you, when you've gone through a maze in complete darkness, only having the wall as your god for like 15 minutes, the last thing you want to hear is from a fucking chainsaw. My god, it is insane. But it's one of the most fun I've had, I'll admit. Children of the Corn ruined cornfields for you. I feel you on you. Good luck. Jeepers Creepers, where'd you get those us? The first Jeepers Creepers was the best. Yeah, it honestly was good. The second one was okay, but the third one was not bad. I actually liked the third Jeepers Creepers. Only seen the second one. Definitely recommend the first, and also recommend the third. If you liked the second one, definitely watch the first two. Or, well, not the first two, but the first. And honestly, again, I loved the last Jeepers Creepers. The third one was amazing, in my opinion. Hear about the guy that had a haunted house that was realistic. It was so realistic and creepy that it turned out he was a serial killer and he was using real corpses. I did not hear about that. I mean, that's insane. You would die or cry? Probably both. What? Well, maybe. That sounds intense. Stick to your movies and shows. You'd go but bring pepper spray and a flashlight. You'd go but bring Chaz and his pepper spray. And his flashlight. Honestly, when you actually read into that haunted barn and you actually hear that it's literally a whole family, like they even with the year that I went, they even had their son. It was really creepy. They really had their son in on it. This kid was maybe like 5, right? This kid had a burlap sack and a noose around his neck, walking around, just sitting beside people. Like that was the little kid's job. Like they had him not say a single word, just wear this burlap sack with a noose around his neck, and go sit by random people either eating, because they had this like concession stand set up outside, because it was a definite waiting list to get in there, and you had to wait quite a while. And they made it kind of comfy. That, like I said, they had a concession stand. They've got like a campfire set up so you can like chill by the fire on some like bales of hay and talk to people about either how scared or excited you are. Shit, I just missed that fucking death player. But yeah, I mean, it's really cool as far as that goes. But like, when you're sitting there talking to somebody, and you have like some 5-year-old wearing a burlap sack and a noose around his neck just come sit beside you and pat you on the back, it's creepy. What's up, Steven? How are you tonight? How was the Tuesday? Also, how have you been? Glad to hear from you. Oh. Oh yeah, we're supposed to stack still, or did the attack already fade? No, not yet. You've been. I feel ya. I want to look back. Oh no. Did the attack go off at least? I think it did. Not the best timing. Bring Haunter, Ghastly, and Gengar. They'd enjoy it. Cool. Well, while I wait for everybody to roll on this, I'm going to go ahead and take care of something really quick in the background. Saeed! You like to move like... Hello, Saeed. How are you tonight? Hopefully you've had a pretty good day. Need one more pants piece. I don't think I got what I was after, sadly. Oh, I did. Sweet. Wait. I'm left in confusion, though. I thought I had more of these. Now I'm just sad. Really sad. I thought I had so many more of the helmet pieces than this. Oh, man. Well, alright. Well, that opened my eyes. I'm probably going to be getting that 460 helm before the 450 helm after all. You only need 2? Really? I need to check that out really quick. We'll get us in this queue first. It's probably going to take a little bit. Looks like a lot less time than the others. So far, so good. Just about to go to your uncle's house. It's going pretty well, Saeed. Thank you so much. And you had a hello over from Twitch, from Rez. 2 for the helm. Cool. Maybe I'll get another tonight. That'd be nice. So I don't know what it is, but I have the weirdest craving for a crab rangoon. I've wanted one, maybe 5, like all day long today. I've thought about it. It's so random to bring up, but I just started thinking about it again. It's just like, damn, I want crab rangoon. If you've never had it, it's something you need to try one day. It's just probably the best little deep fried wonton with butter, cream cheese, and crab stuff that you'll ever have. It's great. I've wanted one all day long. Can't wait to do Savage. It'll start next Monday. Cool, cool. I mean, I'm still trying to do my Savage prog, so to speak. The last few days I've been way too tired to even want to even try it. But no doubt, Saeed, when you're ready to get in on that grind. I haven't got my first clear in Eden Savage yet, but we got past the ad phase last time I was on in a party, which made me really happy. It's definitely some next level stuff. Yeah, you only need 2, like Zombie said. I believed her completely, but I figured since I was already here, I might as well check. I already spent the 1,000 gil to come here. Go get some? Oh, it is way too late. There's like no place around right now, even remotely open, that serves crab rangoon. Like every Japanese or Chinese restaurant around here, I should just say Asian restaurant around here, all of them close at like 10 o'clock, and I get off work at 11. And then before work, it's just not gonna happen. I will settle this craving probably this weekend, or maybe end up making my own. It's another one of those things where I can do that as well. Maybe Like, I can actually make it, but it's a maybe if I do it or not. I might just go buy some this weekend. You miss seafood from when you was in Savannah? Landlocked now? Don't trust the seafood? I feel ya. Yeah, it's kind of like the area that I live in. Like, hit and miss. Like crab, it's not too bad to worry about. But with like certain things, like I live in like northwest Georgia, so I'm not close to the sea. But we do actually get some fresh fish out here pretty often. Most of the coast gets like day-by-day delivery stuff, so you know, I don't really worry about how fresh it is, because it probably was just like caught, put on ice, and like just like shipped on over like a day before. But there are some things, like I remember a while back when when Taco Bell, a few of you might remember this, they had shrimp tacos. I refused. I simply refused. It's just like McDonald's fish fillet. If you like it, go for it. I'm not judging. But like fast food restaurants getting down on seafood, that's where I draw the line. Like, I know there's Captain D's, there's like Long John Silver's, you know, there's like a lot of like really well-known fast food restaurant chains that serve seafood. More specifically, it's their kind of like their thing. But fast food seafood, that's where I draw the line. Hands down, will not do it. I don't trust any of that shit. Except for like shrimp from Captain D's. I'll get down on that any day of the week. Anything else out of that though, I'm iffy. You did, but your friends that you went with didn't like it. They didn't eat a lot of the, I'm guessing, food there? Makes you sad? Never had crab? Really? Crab legs are... Yeah, crab legs are pretty good. That's actually a really common thing around where I live. People love crab legs. I'm hit and miss, really. My grandparents used to have this routine. Every single Friday when I was a kid, we would go to this, it was a restaurant. It was actually called Evergreen. They closed down. I don't really know what happened. But like, every Friday we went to this restaurant because they had endless crab legs. All you had to pay was like $11.99 per person, $7.99 per kid. You could go in there. It was like endless crab legs, as much as you could eat, along with like all the other food that they had there. That was basically at your disposal as well. But the crab legs was what most people wanted because it was endless. You could just continuously go and get crab legs. And their signature garlic butter. It wasn't a sauce, it was just literally butter and garlic that people were dipping that shit in. I mean, it's good. It's definitely better than imitation crab. Imitation crab's not that bad. Actually, I mean, I like imitation crab. You know, I say it's not that bad because I know a lot of people don't care for it. But it's a lot sweeter and less savory and a little bit more chewy than actual crab. Real crab's like really, it's kind of flaky. Not really, not like as flaky as like, let's say, oh man, like, we'll go back to a fish fillet from like McDonald's. You know how like that fish, I don't really know what they use, but it's really flaky. It's not quite that consistency. It's more like shredded meat flakiness, kind of like pulled pork. That pulled pork meets fish is the best way to describe crab meat, especially in the crab legs. I don't know. It's okay though, you know. Talking straight out of the ocean onto the plate. But you find it has to be fresh to be good. A whole grilled fish, it was so good. When you were in Baton Rouge, seafood was on point. Crab is okay? Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. It's really soft and good with butter. That's typically how a lot of people eat it. Like I said, a lot of people love good old garlic butter to just dip that crab in. But yeah, your mom would be right. That's how most people around here eat it when they have it. Freshwater fish are good as well. You dig some catfish. I hate catfish. I could eat trout, but as far as I cannot eat bottom feeder fish. I've done it multiple times. It just doesn't agree with my palate. And I'm not saying anything against catfish. Like, I live in Georgia, and I'm right beside Tennessee. You better believe catfish is common as fuck around here. Everybody loves it, but me, I'm just not into catfish. Like, if I actually have freshwater fish, one of the most common fish that we actually have, there's two. It's bass and bluegill. Some of the most scrumptious fish that you could have as far as like freshwater fish. Bluegill, it's good for like fish fritters, or so to speak, but like bass, my goodness, you can like prepare like salmon, and it's really good. But I can't handle catfish though. Like, I've had it a billion times over. Like, at this point, like, in my life, I still eat it, but it's literally out of respect. Because, like, every cookout you go to in Georgia during the summer, oh, better bet your ass there's somebody with some grilled catfish with their own signature recipe that is just, like, not what you had last time. I'll be like, oh, no thanks. I don't really like catfish. And they'll be like, no, you haven't had my catfish. And I'll be like, oh. Okay, you're catfish, and then I'll eat it, and I'm just like, it tastes like every catfish I've ever had, ever. Have I seen a coconut crab? I don't think so. Paka's good. Paka's good. Trout's pretty good. Spotters, though, and basically eating spotter legs seems a little creepy. Ocean spotters. Actually, there's a weird test about that in Persona 5, where I actually compared them to, like, spotters as well. But the crustacean, or, shelled creatures of the sea, so to speak, in the spotter, though they have some resemblances, they are very, 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 very separate species. I figured that out by missing a question, where they were comparing crabs to either spotters or hermit crabs, and you were supposed to pick hermit crabs, but I felt like that was a trick. Not a trick! So if you play Persona 5 and you see that question, take my advice. Pick the hermit crab. Lobster is stinky? Lobster is amazing, but I feel it as a very hit and miss thing. Also, it has to be prepared properly. Like, if you ever want to try lobster, I do not recommend doing it yourself the first time, because you may not ever like it again. But, compared to crab, lobster is... there's a reason it's so expensive. It's top tier. I love lobster. Oh, it's stringy. Okay, I thought you said... honestly, I thought you said stinky. But, lobster is very good. Honestly, it's like... my goodness, it's like... if crab is crab meat, and that's like... you know, pretty good tier. All I'm saying is, like, lobster is like top tier crab. Cooking method changes the flavor of catfish. Oh, believe me, I've had it every way, Chaz. I'm just not into it, but I feel you. A lot of people love it, especially, like I said, where I'm from, people love catfish. Me, I can't handle it. The flavor of the catfish caused the food on the mud and the algae, so you have to cook it in a way. Yeah, a lot of people around here like to use lemon juice and lime juice. Again, I'm not a big lemon and lime guy. A lot of you know I really can't handle sour foods. Put me in the fucking hospital. Yeah, it's just, whew, catfish. I've had it every way, believe me. I've had it deep fried, grilled. I've had it pan-seared. I've had it boiled. I've had it in soups. I've had it prepared with lime juice. I've had it prepared with lemon juice. I've had it even prepared with orange, which was probably the best, to be honest with you. I still didn't really care for it. Straight up on nightmare. Huge, mostly long legs, but huge. They're huge, though. Beefy and big. You don't think you've had catfish before? It's just, I don't care for it. You don't have catfish up there? Yeah, I feel ya, as far as, that goes. Honestly, they mostly live in, like, pockets in, like, freshwater areas, like in lakes and ponds. It's just like Sith said, you know, a lot of people only like it prepared certain ways. A lot of people like it deep fried, a lot of people like it so many different ways, but me, as far as catfish go, I can't handle it. It's just really not my thing. It's all good, chats. I agree with, like, you liking something all the way. Like, that's the glory of food. Like, I could probably name some things that a lot of people don't like that I actually enjoy. Like sauerkraut. That's a good one right there. I hated it when I was a kid, but as I got older, on a hot dog, I guess in so many other different ways, like my grandparents would prepare it, I started to like that, like pickled food, so to speak, really. I'm not really big into it, like I don't really like pickles that much, but there's some pickled foods out there, like pickled okra. A lot of people can't handle it, and I love it. I think it's fantastic. These cues are killing you. You're so hungry. I'm actually really hungry too, to be honest with you. But hopefully it won't take too much longer. That's a good old DPS cue for you, definitely. Honestly, my favorite type of fish, like, I really love, like, pretty much all shellfish except for, actually clams and, oysters. I can't handle, like, I like fried clams, but oysters, hands down, can't handle. It's a texture thing. But outside of that, as far as, like, a lot of shellfish go, like, I love shrimp, lobster, crab, crawfish. It's a big thing around here in the South. A lot of people out there might not dig it, but basically it's just like the perfect mix between lobster and shrimp, but like freshwater. I don't know. You don't like sauerkraut? I feel ya. Like, it's one of those things. I hated it when I was a child. Like, my grandparents actually have a full method, really old school method, of making it every year, where they use these urns. They literally grow their own cabbage. My grandparents do this every single year. My mom has actually grown accustomed to it, my aunt as well. But they grow their own cabbage every single year. And what they do is they have this crazy fucking knife. They cut it up into, like, shreds. They don't use, like, anything. They're full old school. Again, they even use urns. But what they do is they chop up this cabbage, and my grandparents' cabbage are, like, literally bigger than my head. It's a very old school, the way they do everything. And, this is the way it goes. They chop up this cabbage, and they dump at least, like, 4 cabbage heads, bigger than my actual head, into an urn. And then they dump in their mixture of, it's like, vinegar and spices. I don't know the works. I'm sure it'll be passed on to me one day, but I don't know the works. And once all of this goes into this urn, once it's full through the liquid of the water, the vinegar, the spices, and the cabbage, of course, they use a cheesecloth over the top of it, and then seal off the cheesecloth so not much air can get in, but air can get out. And again, it's just a cheesecloth. It's a old school, like super old school fermentation method. And then they use literally a creek rock, literally a rock from the creek. That's like a half mile from my maybe quarters of a mile from my grandparents' house. Literally a real stone from a creek. Like, that, the emphasis on that, somebody's like, so, I don't get it either, but the fact that they literally walk, like, 3/4 of a mile to a creek to get a rock to set on top of this, this sheet of, like, cheesecloth. And they let that sit there for a full week. Just like that. Exactly like that. Like, literally, it is just a urn full of cabbage, vinegar, water, spices, sealed off top, cheesecloth, and then on top of that is a rock from the creek. Like, I'm talking like a straight, like, the thing's probably like this big, about that big around, you know, kind of like one of those kind of like things, like a rock. And just, they put it on top. I don't know the significance. Never understood it. I've asked them 1,000 times, and they literally told me that's just how they've always done it. Still to this day, I do not know the significance. After 7 days of sitting in these urns, they scrape off, like, the top 2 layers that are just, like, solid brown that is apparently edible, but if you eat that, believe me, you will never get off the toilet for, like, a week. So they scrape that off, throw that away, and then everything else, which is about, like, inside of one of these urns is probably about, like, 30 jars of just random fermented cabbage. And that's how they make their sauerkraut. They do this every single summer. 2 levels left on your monk. Congrats, Steven. Getting that grind on. So, Steven, what all have you actually leveled since Shadowbringers has come around? You got a lot of level 80s at the moment. Totally against well hunting, but you would lie if you wasn't curious about how well it tastes. Having that said, you will live without knowing. Yeah, I'm the same way. It's like with elephants as well. Although there is actually, like, there's something, it's like elephants and giraffe. The more older they get, the more, like, less domesticated they get, which is a weird thing for, some creatures. You think, like, the more, some animals are around people, like, this is a big thing, like, animal poaching is horrible. I agree. Especially, you know, even going into the ocean with whales. I'm not with it either. But they don't do this with whales, I don't think. But more organized into, like, a lot of people frown upon it. Still, I get it. I'm not a hunter myself. It's just kind of, like, hard for me. In a life or death situation, maybe things would change. But, you know, respectively, in the time that we live in now, I have a choice. But as far as things go, it's like, again, I'm just gonna use the reference I was already on, like giraffe and elephants. These are actually honorary, so to speak. I don't agree with it either. You know, elephant poaching, not okay. Giraffe poaching, not okay. I'm not into it. But they do actually have alternative to these things, where, if you don't know this is a legit thing. Like, the older a giraffe gets, the more aggressive he will get. And the same thing with an elephant. And the more that they're actually around a young calf, so to speak, they will actually violently rage and just kill them for no reason. Basically because they're old and they're young. They have arranged poachings. It's more of an arranged hunting matter, where they'll actually send people who are trained, highly special, very, very, very fine shot, accurate hunters or poachers, so to speak, that can hunt these elephants and giraffes and take them out of the population so the younger population can thrive. That's an actual thing. Look it up. Believe me, I'm not into poaching. I'm not into hunting. I'm not a big hunter at all. Again, you know, it's not my thing. I couldn't do it unless it was a life or death situation. You know, I'm not going to go through it too much, but that is a big thing. But respectively, there is an honorable way that a lot of this actually gets done, and that is through the actual method of, people call it game hunting, and a lot of people call it, oh man, I can't remember the other term. There's an actual facilitated term to it that actually makes sense, but basically it's just poaching for the cause of, you know, getting rid of the old, because again, like, old elephants will straight up kill a young elephant calf. Same thing with a giraffe, you know, like, the thing is they want to breed more, but the older they get, they can't breed anymore. It's like they're
gosh, there's certain terms I want to use that are very specific, but I can't because it's I don't know if I'm even allowed to even say it. But a certain count of, so to speak, liquids that eject from a male, so to speak. That's like the most PG way to put it. It depletes very quickly over time. Like their lifespan, it's not the same as a human, which the same thing works out as humans and all species as we go. But they get a lot more aggressive because of that as well. Like they're having less children. The females want less to do with them. The females are looking towards the younger calves, so they get naturally aggressive and just want to kill all of the younger calves or bulls and everything else, so to speak. But that's that one moment where I think it is okay to step in, have a little human interaction into nature, be like, okay, you know, we're running low on giraffes and elephant out here. Let's take the aggressive ones out. You know, let's bot this bullet, even though it's just as shitty as, you know, losing one in general. But let's lose one instead of losing 5. You know, it's kind of like that way of looking at it. It's a horrible way to look at it, but also a very more so kind of humane way to look at it as well. People poach giraffe. That's very true. People do poach giraffe. It's still highly illegal, much like elephant and rhino as well. But yeah, a lot of people, actually, as far as hunting goes, it's one of the reasons I think I'm mostly against it anyway. It's just a lot of people have no boundaries as far as like the whole poaching, hunting. A lot of people just want that big game. That's all they care about. They don't care about anything as far as like the nature of it all. It's just like a big thing. But yeah. Your Dancer Dragoon to 80 so far with Monk right behind. I feel like you've already done a hell of a lot more than me, Steven. I've literally only got my summoner up. That was it so far. Oh, Leviathan. Might do Simura next for Gunbreaker. Sounds fun, Steven. I really want to get to Gunbreaker kind of soon. I know literally the next one I'm gonna do is like get my White Mage up. But and then Gunbreaker is gonna be after that. But after that, I have literally no direction on where I'm gonna go. I don't really have a full direction as far as to actually when I'm gonna start that either. But I really want to start like leveling up White Mage kind of soon, I think. I thought about it this week, but honestly, so far I've been so brutally tired from work. The thought leaves my mind almost as soon as it enters. Might as well do Gunbreaker next since you already have the Titania weapon for it. I mean, you know, win in Rome. That's one way to look at it. But I feel you. I actually want to get the Gunbreaker. Like, everybody that I know that has played Gunbreaker so far has said it's been a lot of fun. To me, it looks like a lot of fun. And you know what? A little bit you actually get to play as Thancred, even though it's only like 3 or 4 moves when you do that part of the story. I don't know, Gunbreaker just looks like a lot of fun. Plus, you know, you gotta look at it as well. It's most likely super fun. Like, I mean, literally, it's like one of the main focuses of the launch that we've had so far. Of Shadowbringers was the whole Gunbreaker class itself. So, definitely, you know, they gotta make it fun. I guess they don't have to, but you'd expect that they would. But I feel you, I actually want to get to Gunbreaker pretty soon as well. To me, it looks like a lot of fun. Also, like, a lot of its, like, actual ranged moves seem to make a lot more sense as far as, like, a lot of tanks go. Like, it kind of has, like, a dark knot pull, but, like, the old, embraciveness of, like, a paladin. Plus the fact that it could heal other people within the crowd as well is insane. Fuck! Damn. The res didn't even struck. I tried to get res back up, but the move didn't happen. If you saw someone with a recent elephant horn, you'd shove it up. I feel ya. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. My father went to India when I was 2, maybe 1, and actually, I have this. It's about 7 or 8 inches tall. It's Siddhartha. In meditation. It's completely made out of ivory, I admit. I didn't buy it though, I didn't poach this thing, but I agree, like the whole, unless it's very controlled for elephants to actually go down again, you know, older elephants get very aggressive, but yeah, like, in some cases, you know, I understand exactly how you feel. Like, like, the reason I use it like that example, I felt like I have to get that emphasis on there. Like, if it was a controlled kind of thing, don't waste anything at all, which is exactly where the Siddhartha thing came from. I don't agree. I'm not a hunter, I'm not a poacher. It is completely made out of ivory. Yeah, I'll admit. I didn't buy it again, though. I was literally 2 years old in America while my dad was in India and he bought it. But I do know it came from a controlled environment. But that's something else, though. If you hunt or poach, I believe in the good old-fashioned, don't waste anything. Carving Siddhartha, oh my goodness, carving Siddhartha out of a tusk maybe not be the best thing in the world for something like that, but I could literally think of worse things it could have been used for. But I feel, yeah, all the way. I'm all the way in the exact same boat. That was scary as fuck. I feel ya. Wait, why do you think it's scary as fuck? At first I was like, oh yeah, I feel you, but now I'm thinking of it. Why is it scary, Steven? I don't think I've looked into it. I agree. You know, no reason to kill an elephant for the sole purpose of, like, ivory. I agree. That was, it was like a huge poaching thing in, like, the 80s and the 90s. It's not really as widely known. Like, again, I know, a lot of the hunting these days, it's very controlled. It'll be an aggressive male. It's killing loads of young males. Which is a great reason, actually. Like, to disagree with that is like, it's like saying you agree with PETA. Which PETA is the trash of the humanity that is destroying the animal and fucking rainforest. The reason I say that is literally PETA, look into it, 70% of all that PETA does is actually damaging the actual community of everything they do. Which is why I only agree with, like, those huntings where they actually go down. They're very controlled. Like, it's literally one person with a gun, with one animal, and sometimes it is an elephant. Again, a very old elephant will kill a young elephant calf fucking quick as shit. Like, he will think you're a predator, you're after the only female we have in our tribe, I'm gonna kill you so I can have her, and he can't even reproduce. So, do I agree with it? Yeah, I do. Like, literally, he will kill infinite amount of young males, and will do it successfully because they are young and a lot weaker. So they can have these controlled hunts they can go in, take this specific elephant out, which I hate that it has to die. But if it's killing a younger population, then its population is dying anyway. One hunter taking that out is saving the population rather than not saving the population. And to not see that is just blind. But I agree with you. Blindly hunting something for no plausible cause, only for the bone and the tusk, I don't agree with that at all. I'm right there with you. Again, that was a huge 80s and 90s thing. Poaching itself these days, a lot of people still do it, but it's very, very much more controlled these days. Not controlled just because of the controlled hunting, but also controlled as in a lot more people actually, you know, just don't do it anymore. It's very illegal, not to mention it's very, very highly looked upon now, especially in Africa. As far as like controlled poaching, as far as like, I don't mean the controlled hunting, as I say controlled poaching as in like they have a better handle on it than what they used to. Back in the day, people used to just go in there and do it, leave, and nobody ever knew about it. These days, if you try it, believe me, you're going to be in some international prison that you don't want to be in. But I agree, you know, endangered, again, I still agree with the same thing like I was saying a second ago. Like, if you have an old male that is just killing young males, he's literally the poacher at that point. He's, like, not letting the population, like, exceed where it should, which is a thing. I mean, look it up, look into it, do your research. I'm not blindly spitting this stuff out. I don't agree with poaching either. But controlled hunting to save populations, I agree with. You know, I couldn't do it. I wouldn't be that person that'd go out there and pull the trigger to something that's, you know, not doing too well. But, like, more aggressive, bigger creatures have like, the older they get so aggressive. And, you know, sometimes nature, as it, you know, be that as it may, you know, we are nature as well as nature. Sometimes the whole, process of elimination has to come down into a whole new different factor. But, I mean, it's a sad truth. It really is. You know, I know there was a big thing a few years ago. It was about 2.5, maybe 3 years ago. There was a woman who actually had a picture where she had shot a giraffe, and she had taken a game photo of it. And a lot of people thought that this was a poached event, but literally it was a woman who was a very good, trained shot. I think she might have been a police officer. And she was very well trained with a sniping rifle. And literally, yeah, had to hunt a giraffe, but this giraffe was killing multiple males consistently, daily, because these younger males were trying to breed with the females. But as soon as the older male, which an older male is a lot like a chicken. If you don't know, if you've never been farming, or if you've never, like, farmed, literally, I'm not talking MMO farming. Fuck that as far as this conversation goes. If you've never actually really farmed in real life, I'm going to use a real term for you. Let's say a hen with a rooster. One rooster can take on to 5 to 6 hens. You put 2 roosters together within 5 to 6 hens, give it a day. One rooster is going to kill the other one. The older, stronger rooster will always kill the younger rooster. It's the same way with bulls and heifers. Like, if you have them all together in a field, one bull will go with like 5 to 6, maybe even up to 9 heifers, as far as this field goes. You put 2 bulls together, you come back the next day and tell me you still got 2 bulls. It's not gonna fucking happen. That is like the process of the animal kingdom. It's even worse the farther you get with bigger creatures like giraffe, rhino, hippo, elephant. They're brutal when it comes to the younger generation. They don't want them to even exist. They want all that shit for themselves, all that good nookie that, you know, Limp Bizkit was singing about back in the early 2000s and the 90s. So, do I agree with poaching? No. Do I agree with controlled hunting that saves the population of the animals for maybe another decade? Hell yeah, you know? Sometimes the weirdest and darkest things have to be done in order for some parts of society to live on and us still be comfortable with what we actually have. But yeah. Can you queue us? Yeah, I mean, I can. Sorry, but... Just saying, you get me on a random like that. I ride the fence with a lot of things. It's just me in general, but I love to get those across as well. Like, there's a very fine clarification that has to go out for everything I literally had to say there, and I could jump into a queue, but like, literally everything I said needed clarification there. There is some blind person on the internet that could have jumped in on any part of that video there without the clarification behind everything that I actually had to say. They're just like, oh my god, this guy's, he's trying to kill the fucking animal kingdom! And I'm not, at all. There's just certain things I agree with that have to be done, that actually have to be, sometimes, I mean, it's the way it's 2019. We fucked ourselves like fucking 50 years ago. In 2019, we gotta do whatever the fuck we can to, like, do whatever the fuck our fucking ancestors fucked up. But, yeah, I guess I'll get us on, the queue really quick. Makes you invulnerable for a sec. It drops your HP down to 1. What the fuck? I did not know that, Steven. That is insane. I'm also gonna grab a drink really quick. But I'll feel you. And again, I just actually had to get all of that out of there. You can't tell somebody you're okay with certain things being hunted after they told you they're not, and then not give the explanation behind it. That's just, my god, that'll lead to arguments in one day that I don't even want to happen. Because believe me, I'm not a poaching guy. At all. I'm not for poaching, illegal poaching, fucking flatten their tires and leave them stranded in the jungle. You know, they'll have a survival story to tell. Who knows? But, illegal poaching, not about it. But, natural things that have to happen as far as like the environment and nature goes. I hate to say that I'm okay with it, but I actually am. It's like with deer around the area that I live in. People actually, deer here in Georgia are literally compared to the rats of the forest because we have so many deer around here that we are literally every single year overpopulated. Our government has a like they'll have a week where you can kill as many deer as you want, that you don't even have to report it. Every single fucking year because deer are so overpopulated in Georgia. And if they didn't actually go through and do away with some of the deer, as far as the controlled hunting goes, like, literally, we would have a lot less, like, probably rabbits, a lot less everything as far as the forest dwellers go. Like, we literally have so many deer, that is a thing. They have controlled hunts for deer, and boar as well. That is a thing that happens every year, though. It's a sad thing to look at in so many ways. They're not endangered at all, which is a big difference. But it's a huge difference. You know, it's very substantial. I get that. But still, so I get the ebb and the pull of the nature of things. But let me grab a drink. I'll be right back. I had a long ramble there. I know. But believe me, I'm not okay with poaching either. I had to get that clarification out there. Give me just a moment, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go on an adventure. I really wish that they would extend the length of the duration of this theme as it plays. It's really not that long. I also kind of wish that this was a little bit better. But yeah, that's what I mean. It actually has such a great theme. I love the theme around this area and like Tamra and Mordsuk and everything like that. Wait, not Mordsuk, but Tamra and sorry, I gotta do this. I'm very tired. Bear with me. The Kalusia area. There we go. Really love the theme, but like, again, still wish that it was just longer. There's like, it's a solid like pause right there. I really hope farming doesn't take too long to actually get into. I already have a feeling it's going to take quite a while to actually get into this. I also wish they would have given us more areas that were like Lalafell exclusive other than just like this spot. I mean, it's still cool, but if we had more Lalafell exclusive spots, I'd love it. Just here with the boys, guzzling it up. Minato said because didn't notice him when he came to say hi. I've told Minato 1,000 times. I don't look at this chat that often, Minato. You can't be sad. I am streaming. 9 times out of 10 I'm on YouTube and Twitch. I try my best to pay attention back here. But 9 times out of 10, the most irrelevant things are going on in that little chat box. But I feel you, and I'm sorry, Minato. I know you've got some difficulties as far as getting in on said chats, but hey. Could help with the cues. Why aren't you messaging me directly? It even does a little chime thingy. The little bring or whatever when somebody actually directly messages you in-game. I swear, there's like a whole step that could go down there and make it a lot easier. See? My point? Invite me, Lalafell Senpai. There's a little charm that goes down. If you want me to notice what you're saying, do that first. This chat back here gets ignored. I'm not proud to say it, but, you know, if you've been streaming as long as I have, you'd understand. Completely. Plan is that gunbreaker. Oh wow, that did really help with the queue. I'm gonna die, like, this is the one I still have the most struggles with. You're going as machinist. Shit. At least you're level 80, Riz. My bad. Shit. I know exactly what I did, what I messed up. I was looking at I cast the wrong move, looked at myself casting the wrong move, looked up and I was standing in the wrong spot. That's cool, Chaz. I'll be here for a bit. Motherfucker. I hate when you would go into car mode, you son of a bitch. It honestly makes me actually wish he would be in Mario Kart. Hell, you'd never have any problems with Rainbow Road ever again. You would rule Rainbow Road. You would be the ruler of Rainbow Road. You would be the Rainbow Road adversary of the season. You'd be the Rainbow Road connoisseur of the deep. You would have Rainbow Road under your mantle as far as like, when you go to a job and they were like, hey, what kind of sort of experience do you have? It's like, I am the ruler of Rainbow Road. And you're like, oh, Rainbow Road, so you say. Like, we're talking Mario Kart, and you're like, the one. And you're like, oh, hire this guy. Or this lady. Hire them. They're worthy. Okay, I was gonna try to get that other healer up. I apparently do not have the MP to do so. So, sorry. I tried. Ah! Ah! Fucking latency. We're all dead. Rez is the last man standing. Rez versus Totten. Well, you know. What up, Chaz over on YouTube? Thank you for popping in on YouTube as well, Chaz. But, yeah, I feel you. Hopefully we have a little better run this time around. Oh, whoa. Fuck that latency, my god. I love these FOTs when they're at their in-tier irrelevancy, but my god, while a lot of the FOTs in this game are so relevant, they will do zero to little work on the hot fixes that need to be done in these FOTs, and it kills me. Like, I would more so agree with a lot of things, but I'm on on a fucking PlayStation 4 Pro, playing in 4K. Yeah, streaming 1080, but I'm playing in 4K right now. And let me tell you, like, I'm out of that move, 100%. Not there. We'll be standing somewhere casting something completely different, like, to be there. Like, 9 times out of 10, I agree with it. I'm like, fuck it, the game, can't do anything about it, didn't make it. But let me tell you, from my point of view, I fucking made it. But the game never gives it to you. Fucking... You were 2 seconds, 0.42 seconds too late. Fuck me then. Like, that one actually I admit, I was probably in the wrong spot too far back, but my god. That one was on me. All me right there. Too in depth into the rant. But yeah. The only reason I say that though, like literally play these FOTs in their like latency when all the updates have been like added to them, it's like a completely different fucking FOT. dropping the like for you. Definitely appreciate it, Chaz. And it does definitely help me out. I mean, I love all the Twitch love from here on lately, believe me. But I don't make any money off of Twitch right now at all. Like the support, I love it. It helps me out in its own way. But it's not the same as YouTube. As far as YouTube watch logs, the works, I'm an actual YouTube partner. It definitely 100% helps me out, everybody that does jump in on YouTube. I still promote Twitch for the people that appreciate it and like Twitch and like how the Twitch algorithm works a little bit more. I admit that, you know, there's some things about, actually a lot of things about Twitch I enjoy a little bit more than YouTube, but again, Twitch doesn't pay me. Where YouTube definitely helps me out with a lot of my streaming stuff. Like, you hear that, like, the statement, Twitch doesn't pay me. Believe me, I don't do this for the money. I don't make that much off of doing it. It just helps me out with gaming more so often, so I can be playing more games and doing a lot less, you know, the same game, so to speak. I do a lot of Final Fantasy XIV stuff, which I enjoy. But every time, like Days Gone, even Shadowbringers here, it was because it was funding from YouTube that actually paid for it for me to be here, not Twitch. I do appreciate Twitch, though, for what it is. Do definitely promote myself. I would love to get bigger on Twitch as well. But again, I don't have the same affiliation as far as Twitch goes as I do with YouTube, where YouTube helps me in a lot of different places that Twitch doesn't. So everybody that, you know, maybe you can catch me on Twitch, and I do appreciate it. It helps me out. You help me out a lot more if you pop in on YouTube, which, again, I appreciate both, but one of them does significantly, and I mean very significantly, help me out a lot more than the other does. As much as I want to get Twitch affiliated, I'm not yet, which I am a YouTube partner, so yeah, there is that. How many times can you fall off the area? Pretty much as many as the healers just eventually get tired of bringing you back to life. I shouldn't have looked down and read that, but that was a real thing. Yeah, there's not really a limit to how many times you can get knocked off. It's just like, the limit is how many times the healer is willing to actually help you out and bring you back to life. Sorry, I gotta like get off chat for a second and just finish this fight, or I'm gonna die again. No, it's literally like killed me just looking at chat there for a second. We don't have much longer left though. No, monkey. Monkey, 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 monkey. Come on, come on, come on. Healers, get back to life. Live, damn you. Oh, motherfucker, get up. Thank goodness they got up. My God. They're trying to push the hill LV3. I see it right now. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Why are you trying to push it? You might make it, but God, you're scaring the fuck out of me. Yeah, we can heal LB3 now. Do it. Heal LB3. Heal LB3. Heal LB3. Heal LB3. Heal LB goddamn fucking 3. Oh my fucking God. Heal LB motherfucking goddamn 3. I have a billion cuss words I could jumble up into a fucking conundrum. Heal LB goddamn fucking 3! My God, what are you doing? I'm gonna go all like Southern Baptist preacher on us over here. I'm gonna
We're getting there. Fuck. I knew the way I should have ran, but I didn't do it. My god. That one wasn't even a latency thing, it's just how the battle goes. Tough one. I really could not imagine doing this on fucking Savage. I just don't see this being one I get a clear on Savage at all. I want to be more like intuitive with myself and think I can, but I just literally don't think so. As far as Savage goes. Paradise found dose. I really have no idea what that means, but okay. Also need nothing from here any longer, so I'm just gonna leave. Whew. Hell of a knot. So, really, as far as things go, I'm alone in the car now. Hello. No bromies. Yeah, I'm just gonna get some, like, I'm gonna start with Innocence and hope for the best. But after that, if I still have... That was rough. Yeah, it was. Res. But, yeah, some incentive we have to. But, yeah, I think we're just gonna move on into some Innocence farming. Maybe do one or two, see how it goes. Maybe a few, but, gonna actually, try to move into some Titania as well, though. The fatigue's really starting to settle in now. But before we get things going, Minato, are you actually, you want to actually getting to, Innocence with us here before we go? Got to watch the finale this time, finally. Same with you as well, Zombie. Before I started up, do you actually want to run Innocence? That's a big no. Good night to you as well, Zombie. Have a great night, though. Take it easy, and thanks for popping in on YouTube and Twitch. And getting on the party finder in the game. Appreciate you. So, Rez and Minato. Minato says, sure.
Rez, how about you? You want to get on Innocence before, either call it a nut or call Titania? Good deal. Oh man, I hope we have some good luck. But I'll go ahead and get a party fund started. I should probably just decide between one or the other, but I'm so tired. But also, wanted to get some, excuse me, but wanting to get some actual, clears on both. Honestly, you might not have that, can't enter in cross-world. That's weird. I'm pretty sure you've actually been in the car before. But, actually, there was a thing, as far as, like, Rez, the other day. Couldn't, actually, last night, I think, couldn't enter the car either. Which is super weird. But it's all cool. I'm gonna call it a knot soon. I feel you, Chaz. I'm gonna be on here for a little while longer, but I'm pretty tired myself, to be honest with you. I've talked about it a lot. Like, I'm very fatigued from like my job. Living here in Georgia, it gets very, very hot, very humid. And today, it was both very hot and very humid. Actually, at my job, and got to very inclement weather of like over 100 degrees. And I'm extremely, extremely tired from everything as far as such goes. And definitely tired as well. So I'm gonna try to do some Titania and Innocence farming, but we'll really kind of see as far as all this farming actually can go tonight. After all, I'm failing to even jump from Riz's tree house to his awning, I guess you could say. Fun fact, the inside of Rez's place, and even outside here, one of the secret places I love to start the stream. One of them, not exactly, but one of them. A lot of people wonder where I have a few secret spots I love to start the stream at, where nobody can find me. It's my solitude days where I'm just trying to like do as much as I actually can in the background while also still trying to do the stream. So I'll like have a really good consolidated hidden spot where I like to like turn in for the night, or log in, so to speak, for the night. And honestly, Rez's place is one of them. Rez's place is a little hint that I'll give a few of you, but that's about as far as that goes. One of the places, though. Minato, you got some crazy looking gauntlets going on right now. So, is there like any films or like anime coming up that anybody's like specifically excited about? Like, it's a weird thing for me to actually, I guess, have input for, but like the biggest thing I actually have the most excitement for at the moment definitely is the Ni no Kuni remaster next month. My goodness, I'll look forward to that every day, like definitely. And Persona 5 The Royal is another one as well, where I like literally daily look up information to see if there's anything I might miss, or like could actually get a little bit of a something upon what's about to happen, or so to speak. Definitely into a lot of that shit though. Anybody else maybe actually have something like that, or some anime or manga, or you know, something else you're really looking forward to every single week that you keep trying to follow? You know, the new Dragon Ball Z game coming out actually looks pretty exciting as well. Like, I've actually thought about playing and streaming the game. Just, really like if you ever actually played the Legacy of Goku, well, the actual release date's in 2020. But if you played the Legacy of Goku, it's just exciting to see a video game, the Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. It's actually gonna play the whole story of Goku and everything. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. You did that with The Last of Us 2. I wish we had more of a concrete something of The Last of Us 2. That'd be really exciting to see. I will say though, the DBZ Kakarot game is going to be amazing though. I keep imagining Legacy of Goku, but instead of GBA, it's going to be straight up PS4. Gonna hit the finale this time for sure. I'm not logging out. We're watching this finale. Definitely just missed it. It's going on right now. I should have hit the ready check. Well, we'll find out real quick. Oh yeah, we're ready. Good deal. I feel you, Chaz. I'm in the same boat, though, the way they keep making it look. It may not be, though. It may be like, Death Stranding, you know? It was really in the dark for a while, and then, they kind of came to light with a lot of things there, and it's coming very, well, this year. But, excuse me, I could see that as well, though, Chaz, with it being on PS5.
This is the pattern of my ascension. Very well, very well. I shall embrace this trial.
Oh. It's a little odd. It's not on the typical north-south standard. Like we're off to the left a little bit, which is very fucking weird. Gonna head out. Gonna see a horse. You have a good night as well, Chaz, no doubt. I'm not gonna be too long after you, to be honest with you. The fatigue's really setting in on me as well. And also, like Zombie, I am very fucking hungry right now. I have not ate since like 7:20, I think. I'm starving now. But no doubt, I've had a really fun night though. But definitely have a great night, Chaz. Appreciate you. Can't wait till next time. Yeah, I actually may not get to Titania tonight, everybody. Sorry, but... oh man, I am feeling the fatigue real hard. Like, I am getting very tired. Like, the way I feel, it's like, I'm trying to stay so concentrated, but, like, my brain is just, like, giving out on me in some ways, so to speak. Me and my brain are trying. Still feeling that fatigue, though. Very, very fucking tired.
Atone with your life.
Oh, fuck. God damn it. Oh, fuck. Judo! Trying to have fun. How are you, Judo? Hopefully you're having a good night. I am like extremely tired trying to cope through it, all of this. Ah! No motherfucker. Tired? Gotta work at 8:30. Whew. I feel ya. That sucks. Do hope work goes well for you, and I hope you can sleep well soon-ish. Damn. It's not very long till 8:30. But Judo, definitely appreciate you jumping in at least. And I hope it gets better for you. Motherfucker. Heal LB3. Right now. My god. Well, they don't have to. That healer went down. I tried to get them up and then I fucked up. They did anyway. Cool. We got this. Oh, motherfucker.
I am all powerful.
8%? That's good. The closest I've actually been to it's just like 68% right now, Judo. But it's me running with random parties as well, but that's actually cool, and congrats to you, Judo. I haven't made it that far yet. Definitely not. I don't need anything from here. Tank left. That's poo. I really hope it doesn't take too long. But yeah, probably not going to get to Titania tonight. I'll get like 1 or maybe 2 more clears here in Innocence, and I'm probably going to end up calling it. It's going to be the last restroom break of the night, though, hands down. Give me just a moment, and I'll be right back. Sleep, but we're going to... I feel you, Judo. Good luck. Judo, I feel you. Hopefully you have a good night, Judo. Definitely thank you so much for jumping in on the stream, though. I actually can't believe a DPS just left. That's... my brain is broken. Wow, and in the tank. Holy shit. Gotta love that party finder, savage. Wow. I really wish people would do this all at fucking once. My god, I hate fucking party fodder because of this. I do this every fucking night talking about it. It's so annoying. I swear to God, if you fucking leave right now, I will hunt you down and I will fucking just not want you in this party ever fucking again right now. Holy shit. Definitely gonna end up being my last party I do with Innocence here, and I don't think I'm actually gonna get to Titania tonight, unfortunately. I want to pretty bad, but man, I'm very, very tired, getting really hungry as well, and so far we haven't had the greatest luck with Innocence, and hopefully it does get better. It still won't let you in the car, Rez? I don't get it. Zombie was literally in the car just moments ago. It's crazy. It literally makes absolutely no sense. Like, Zombie can get in, but it won't let you. You may go as machinist because you don't like multiple dancers. It's whatever you want to do. If you want to pop out and pop in really quick. Or do whatever it is that you actually gotta do. This really is pretty rough. Again, starting to fucking feel really tired. And oh man, this queue is not filling up very quickly. Get up and stretch. I don't know if it's gonna help that much, Rez, to be honest with you. I've had a long day, and again, like, here in Georgia, with like, the high that we had tonight was like 99 degrees. The actual indoor area facility that I actually work in has no air conditioning, except for the break room and, you know, executive offices, so, I would say I've been working in, like, 105 degree weathers, and temperature, like, all day, and, to be honest with you, I feel defeated. Like, you know, I've had a lot of fun tonight, but a lot of the slow queue and a lot of things we've had going on just made this very difficult as well. That has not helped out at all. But it might be my last run of the night. Actually, I might have one more in me, but it might just be my last run for the night as far as Innocence goes or whatever. I'm feeling it, Mr. Krabs. I'm feeling it. Staying hot, yeah, you know, I stay decently hydrated at work. I mean, I guess in some ways I could probably help myself a little bit more, but yeah, I try to stay hydrated, Rez, definitely. The best I can, anyway. Actually have a very hands-on job. I operate heavy machinery, so I hydrate when I can. Pooh! We lost the healer. Actually, that wasn't a healer. I think that was a tank. It's actually a DPS. Oh, fuck. Minato, go back to, healer really quick, if you don't care. If not, then when I make a party finder, we're gonna be stuck with, like, 5, 6, I don't know how many fucking DPS. Healer yourself really quick, Minato, if you don't mind, though. Party finder troubles. Also, Aki, oh my god. Whoever the fuck you are, Dragoon guy. I am so tired. I don't really feel like doing this. I think I'm done. I'm sorry. I want to keep doing this, but party finder stuff, I'm done. I just... My god. Square Enix, please make this easier in the fucking future. I'm done. Like, you've literally killed me for the night. Like, I want to keep fucking playing the game, But I don't want to even have to tell this person to fucking switch back over to whatever the fuck they are. This Dragoon who's level 70. I'm done. I'm done. Like, that's it. I'm done. I'm sorry. I'm done. I don't get this as far as even being a thing in this game. Why? I don't know why the players have so much focus on what we can do as far as something like that goes. But I'm definitely done. I'm sorry. I don't know what that was that actually fucking clicked it for me, but I'm not doing anything else. I'm done for the night, Minato. Sorry. I'm just done. I'm done. Like, I'm not asking this person to switch to anything. I'm fucking done. I'm tired. I'm hungry. Not to mention, I just do not feel like having to sit through another party finder. Like, really don't feel like having to ask somebody to not play at level 70 something in a level 80 queue either. So I'm done. Thank you so much for watching, but I'm just, it'd be like that sometimes. Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. I'm just done. You know, it's. I'm hungry. I'm tired, and again, you know, I've had some decent luck this week, but I am just I'm done. I am too tired and just not wanting to even keep on going. So sorry everybody, but I'm out. Like, believe me, it would be different, but again, I've had to work in over 100-degree Fahrenheit weather today for a very long time, and not to mention getting off work, coming into MMORPGs where people should just already get shit, and I don't even want to even have to ask. I'm just done. I'm done. I'm done for the night. I've had my fun. I'm done. I'm not doing anything else. Thank you so much for watching. If you've subscribed on YouTube, I appreciate you. If you followed on Twitch, I definitely appreciate you as well. Thank you for all the support. But I'm too tired to do anything else. Like, it's just, I'm at that point where I'm just, I can't handle. Like, I'm not gonna be able to handle people. I already can't handle. Like, I'm done. Not gonna get into anything as further as in comments go, but I'm done. Thank you so much for watching, though. It's been a lot of fun. And hey, Rez and Minato, thank you so much for popping in. I would have stuck around farther, but I cannot. Like, I feel it and I see it now. I cannot. Literally, just cannot. I'm not gonna get into details, but won't. But thank you so much for watching. It's been fun tonight. We'll be back tomorrow. Might be doing some Fallout 76 tomorrow, though. I talked about it earlier. Honestly, I'm loving Final Fantasy XIV as I always do, but we're at that moment where I'm not having any new story, anything. And I know I need to do a lot of grinding to get some new equipment, which I'm gonna keep on the grind for as well. But also in that spot, like tonight already, where I'm just like in this spot where it's just like, you know, I really don't feel like waiting 30 fucking minutes, so to speak. So I might try to get some Fallout 76. Also, we have some other stuff coming up. It may not be tomorrow, but we'll actually see what a lot of this stuff goes. But I'm out of here for the night. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I really don't feel like doing the party finder thing the rest of the night. Like, I don't feel like it. I hope you have a great night, and until next time, I'm out of here, everybody. Take it easy, have fun. I will be back tomorrow for sure, and good night to you as well, Riz. But thank you all so much for jumping in, all the help and everything. Minato, Zombie, and everybody. Definitely thank you so much. But I'm gone. Good night. Take it easy, everybody.
good night, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Everybody that helped out, thank you so much as well. I'll be back tomorrow, though. No doubt. We'll see what happens, and until then, good night. Thank you so much. But I'm out of here. Till then. Till next time. Good night.